Assalamu alaikum everybody. So planning for Eid actually, we just had two Eids, but planning for Eid from the Masjid actually starts almost a year in advance. It's a long process. Today, I'm visiting Rentchler Field, which is Husky Stadium, Pratt and Whitney Stadium, right here in East Hartford, as one of the potential venues where we could have Eid Salahs in the future. I'm right here in the field, and we are talking to the administration up here. I think easy 5 to 10,000 people can fit in here. I've looked at the direction of the Qibla. It's going to be this way. When I talk to the administration up here, we know that we're able to use the Jumbotron, which is up there. We'll have use of the sound system. And in addition to that, we'll have use of the facility that's outside. We could get a few food trucks. We could have bouncy jams. We could have a small carnival. So that the community has an entire day of events. Now, if planning for Eid, again, it's a very complicated effort. It takes a long time. There are a lot of things that you have to understand and take into account. One, what are the facility? Is it able to hold anywhere between 5 to 10,000 people? Two, how's the access from the main highways? Again, Pratt and Whitney Stadium here, it's very good. It's right off of 84. It's right off of Silver Lane. Three, we want to make sure that the site is usable. Four, we want to make sure that there's ample parking, because there's a lot of parking here. So those are the kind of things that we have to take into account. And five, some of the things that people don't think about is also our women in the community. They have high heel shoes. They wear extra clothes compared to the men. For them, access to the prayer area has to be short. We want to make sure that there's not a lot of walking over gravel or dirt tracks. But this field, again, it's very, very attractive. When we're talking to the stadium officials, we might actually have some kind of fan event on the same day. The only challenge that we have with a facility like this is if it rains. If there's inclement weather, right? That is going to be a problem. We can't put tents over here. That's just not going to happen. This is just too much of an area to cover. I think that alone is going to cost us hundreds of thousands of dollars to cover the tents for this. There is some area under the concourses that we could potentially have people on to pray. There's a clubhouse, which I will show you guys eventually as well. That one actually can only hold 500 or 600 people. But inshallah, we'll come up to something that will work out for the entire community. Again, we are actively looking at facilities. We're actively looking at places. And if you happen to know of anything that you think will work, please include that in the comments. And inshallah, as soon as we have a firm price and all of those other attributes and logistics that go into it, we will share. Like I said, planning for Eid starts almost a year out. It's not something that we do at the drop of a hat. We have to take a lot of factors into account. Thank you very much. Inshallah, we'll be talking to you soon. All right, so this is the concourse. In case if on the day of Eid or the day that we're having an event up here, if there's a lot of rain, the alternative would be to have Salah in this section here. Sound will project, but this is covered area under the concourse. There's a lot of capacity. It's not ideal, but it's definitely doable. Like going here, you can see all the way towards that side. There's a lot of space that goes around. And ideally, we'd have to face the Qibla is this way, so we'd have to face this way when we do. So I'm just going to go around here a little bit. See this entire section goes around. That's how it would be in case there's rain. That would be the plan B. It's not ideal, again, but that's something that we have to consider. Thank you. All right, so this is the covered area. It's known as the club space at Rentchler Field, Pratt and Whitney Stadium. I think you can only hold maybe 500 or 600 people here at the most. As you can see, they'll remove all of the seating. And then there's some space right there in case there's inclement weather. There's another option that we can do is under the concourse, and I'll show you guys that component of the walkthrough as well. But if you come with me here, I'll show you. You'll be able to see that there is some space that goes all the way out to that side, And then the stadium obviously is down there, and we're trying to hold, that's where we want the event to be. So again, the main idea behind all of this is that if there's rain or if there's weather that we can't do anything about, then we have to have some kind of a covered area. And then this would be the section where we'd have it. But hopefully there's none, and we can look at the other field too. So we'll go down to the field and we'll have a short video there too. Thank you. But inshallah, we'll come up to something that will work out for the entire community. Again, we are actively looking at facilities. We're actively looking at places. And if you happen to know of anything that you think will work, please include that in the comments. And inshallah, as soon as we have a firm price and all of those other attributes and logistics that go into it, we will share. Like I said, planning for Eid starts almost a year out. It's not something that we do at the drop of a hat. We have to take a lot of factors into account. Thank you very much. Inshallah, we'll be talking to you soon.